Welcome everyone to Understanding Cyber Threats. Today we're looking at the letter H because H is for home Wi-Fi. Now when you're at home, it's the hub, which you can see in that picture there, that gives you access to the internet. It's pretty much the principal gateway to your online world, and as such it really needs fortifying so that adversaries don't gain entry to your home network, steal your data and generally cause havoc with your devices. Now most reputable internet service providers will supply you with documentation and videos and a litany of FAQs to help you harden the hub from attack. ISPs are the companies that give you access to the internet, such as PlusNet, BT, Sky, Virgin, that sort of thing. Now, most of their security suggestions require you to log in to an administrative portal. Now, to access the portal, you have to fire up your favorite web browser, whether it's Internet Explorer, Edge, Chrome, Firefox, whatever it is, and type in an IP address. So for example, to access a PlusNet portal, you type in 192.168.1.254. If you're a Sky customer, you would enter into your browser 192.168.0.1. Now don't worry if I haven't written your IP address down. All you need to do is fire up your favorite internet search engine and type in router IP address and then the name of your service provider, and that should tell you. So what advice do they give? Well, the first thing they say is that you should rename your Wi-Fi. So a lot of people have Wi-Fi with strange names like Sky A5A or BT Hub 534 or something like that. But if you rename it, it prevents criminals identifying the make or model of your hub, which is actually really useful information if you want to attack it. The other thing that you can do is set up WPA2 personal, and this can be done in the advanced settings. It's not that difficult to do either. It's normally just ticking a box. This will keep your network secure by encrypting communication between devices that connect to the hub. So as your laptop or your mobile phone or iPad talks to that hub, the communication is scrambled so that hackers can't read that information. The other thing that you might do is change the default Wi-Fi password. Now, this is the password that you need to type into a mobile device to access your Wi-Fi. But you should also change the default password to this administrative portal. And we change default passwords because they are known or they are easily researched by attackers. I would recommend using 3 random words separated with a symbol or an uppercase letter to prevent unauthorized access to your hub. Another thing that you might consider is setting up a guest network. Now, this is great for visitors or friends or families so that they have internet access in your home without encroaching on your personal devices and data. Think also about where you place your hubs. Now, most hubs are omnidirectional, so that means that they broadcast a signal like an inflated beach ball. And not only will careful placement at the hub prevent the majority of your signal being broadcasted outside your premise where anyone can see it, but it will also maximize the connectivity inside too. The last thing you can do, and it's not a brilliant suggestion, is to change the signal. Now, when you connect a device to the hub, there are 2 different frequencies that you can use, either 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz. 5 gigahertz provides less coverage within the home, so you're less likely to reach a signal from a bedroom on the 3rd floor, but that is a quicker signal and it reduces the risk of it extending beyond your premise. Many hubs come with a firewall, and this is often turned on by default. The firewall acts as a friendly club bouncer because it inspects traffic that enters or leaves your home network against known threats. It's worth checking that the hub you receive includes this useful feature before signing up to any particular broadband deal. Antivirus is also a very good suggestion because that will prevent malware being downloaded and installed onto your key devices. It's also a very good idea to update your browser to afford maximum protection from online threats. And you can see that on my picture there. I've got a little white hyperlink, and that's a great website to go visit, and it will instantly tell you whether you're using a modern and up-to-date browser. I'd also like to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about public Wi-Fi. Now, accessing free Wi-Fi while you're out and about seems like a really good idea, especially if you're kind of remote working. but it's actually riddled with security issues. So for example, let me introduce you to the Wi-Fi pineapple, which you can see in that little picture there. Now, the best way of explaining how Wi-Fi pineapple works is to think about your home network. When you go home, and if your home network is called BT Hub 500, when you go home, your mobile device will automatically connect to that SSID. Now, when you're out and about, when I turn on my Wi-Fi pineapple, it will scan your phone and it will scan all the SSIDs that you've ever used, and it will notice that normally you use BT Hub 500. So it will pretend to be your hub and it will say, "Hi, didn't expect to see you here. I'm BT Hub 500. Why don't you connect?" And if that doesn't work, it will turn around and pretend to be Costa or McDonald's or the train station or the hotel you visited in Tenerife 5 years ago. And it will keep trying all these different SSIDs until it forces a connection, at which point I can see everything and anything that you do online. The only way to protect yourself from these sort of hacking attempts is to invest in a VPN. Now, a VPN stands for a virtual private network, and they essentially stop hackers sniffing your internet traffic. And they do it by two things. Firstly, they will hide your location. So as far as I'm concerned, the VPN will suggest that you're in China right now using your your laptop or your mobile phone. The second thing it will do is encrypt all your data so that it can't be read by an attacker. If you want to get a VPN, just open up a search engine and type in best VPN 2020 or whatever year it is, and that will come up with a list of suggestions. Normally, the paid for versions tend to be slightly better than the free versions, which really slow down your internet traffic. And you just download it as an app. You can download it onto your phone, you can download it onto your laptop or your desktop. You normally pay for 5 licenses for 20 odd quid, and that will secure you and all your family for a year.